She's having a problem with her flaps. What a great day to be alive. There she goes, look. Now you see, every day is an experience with the Hobbit. Look, see, I don't know what's going on here. Do you want me leaving it on? I'll let it on, running. So what did you just say, Sausage?
I says do not expose yourself.
No, about the day. What did you say, Sausage?
I don't know what I said.
It's Friday, welcome back to Rudgy AK the Doctor. If you haven't already, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and for those of you who hit the Coffee and PayPal page, thank you ever so much for doing that. Massive help. Yeah, Rudgy, you're doing another one from the view of Assos on the roads. Yes, I am. Yes. You probably saw that a few weeks ago when the crew were in town. Well, got a bit of a surprise for you. What are you doing, Andy?
I'm mucking about with my Assos.
He's mucking about with his Assos. Assos, yeah. Yeah, so I'm chuffed as a very chuffed thing that my best mate Andy's come out to see me. I didn't know anything about it. It's all her fault there. What have you done, Sausage?
Are you complaining?
Do you realise what you've caused here now? Now me and Andy are here, there's going to be all sorts of chaos.
Assos will never be the same again.
He's even brought Michelle from White Mouse.
Yes.
Yeah, see?
Here's my chuckles.
More on that later. So, I think we ought to get on with the video. What do you think of that view then, Andy?
Is it marvellous?
It's it's very blue, isn't it?
Yeah, you see, the weatherman would say, amazing. Talking of which,
Amazing.
here's Robert with the weather.
21 degrees. Excuse me, mate. I'm trying to do a weather report for my mate's YouTube channel there. Sorry.
Go on. Yeah, sorry mate, I'll just
That's
have
all
a
right.
good one.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Amazing. Right, so of course it wouldn't be a Rudgy tour for Andy if I didn't bring him to one of the most popular sites on the planet, never mind Kefalonia. Mitres Bay down there, you've all seen that before. The Hobbit's seen it so many times now that she hasn't taken any photographs yet. But she has got my
Fantastic.
amazing glasses on.
It's absolutely
Let me explain. When I worked on the charter yacht, I had to have special sunglasses so that I could see the anchor to help the skipper pull her up, because lots of rocks and we were getting the anchor chain entangled in them. Well, the pair that she's wearing now are fantastic for looking through the water, but they make everything very vibrant. I have tried putting them on the lens of the camera, but it doesn't work. But yeah, I can't get them off the Hobbit now, she's tripping out. Anyway, that's what... well, I see yet again the windmills are working well, aren't they? There's about 3 working up on there, the rest of them are all... I'm not going to go there, you've all seen me say it several times. Do you reckon, Andy?
Beautiful.
And with that, it's over to the newsroom. So here's the news. Apparently lemon drizzle cake is in short supply due to the Hobbit not actually putting it in the oven. A spokesman, Fat Mouse from the Caravados wrecking crew, said he'd believe it when he saw it and went back into his house to eat some naan breads. The German bridge is now open, so you can now travel all the way from Augustoli right the way through to Foscado along the coastal road and not have to go through the mountains. That's only taken 2 years. The motorhome ban in Greece, well, let's just say you're allowed to drive a motorhome or a camper van now from one point to a campsite. You're not allowed to go anywhere else. They haven't banned them, but you're not allowed to park them outside a shop. Otherwise, you will get fined, and if you're a repeat offender, you'll go to jail. Anyway, it's now over to our roving reporter, Rudgy, in Argostoli, to get you up to date with the news that's going on there. Thank you, Rudgy. Yeah, we're here in Argostoli on the main road, on the beachfront, as they call it, harbour side. As you can see, some of the work has now been finished, and some of it hasn't. I was talking to local businessmen who were complaining about the fact that the road is now very narrow and it causes a lot of congestion. In fact, coming in this morning, as you can see, there's a coach can't get through. They have had a meeting with the mayor, which didn't come to very much really. So it'd be interesting to see how the summer goes. The mayor has said that he's going to start charging for parking next year, which has caused a lot of controversy. As you can see, the buildings over there are just empty now. They haven't done anything with those. Although there is a very good grill house just there, the grey building. In other news, the mayor has said that the road that runs parallel, this next road here, is going to do the same with that, which will mean that there will be even more congestion and even less parking. The local residents aren't happy because obviously the parking was at a minimum anyway, and if you live here it's difficult to park, and of course people coming into work can't park now. So we'll see what happens during the summer. Back to the studio. Thank you for that, Rudgy. Anyway, we have some more news just in. The Partridge Cam unfortunately hasn't been filming this week. Gaffer Tape, the director, forgot to pack his sticky stuff and therefore has completely fallen apart. So Partridge Cam won't be about or available for the next few weeks. And that concludes the news. See you all next week. Anyway, if you wonder what it was like up here during the season, we're a bit slow starting the season this year, but already there's coaches and hire cars, quad bikes. It does get very busy up here, especially when there's a decent sunset. I was just saying in the car that the season started quite slowly last year, and it doesn't seem to be any better this year, which is great for holiday makers that want a bit of peace and quiet. Not so good for the people on the island, really. Anyway, let's get to Assos. Right, we'll have all the grandparents together, if we can have all the grandparents. Mother of the bride, can we have the mother of the bride? So the sausage said her version, you know what she's like, Victorian schoolmistress with the language, said her version of "it's a great day to be alive." So I thought I'd get her to say it again because I missed it.
I can't remember what I said.
It's a great day to be alive, isn't it, sausage?
It is. I mean, your driving is a bit iffy coming up here.
Apparently my driving is a bit iffy.
I feel a bit
Well,
icky.
you can drive.
I feel a bit icky.
Well, you drive then.
No.
Put you on the wheel. That's what me and Andy would do at sea. We'd put you on the wheel and you'd be fine.
No, that's not happening.
Kylie over there, basking in the sunshine, looking as glamorous as ever with a fuel flap missing.
We had to bump start her this
She's having
morning.
a problem with her flaps.
And we had to bump start her.
Ah, yes. Now, the Renault Clio, the fuel gauge is inaccurate. So when it says it's got a quarter of a tank, it actually hasn't. If you park it just off level, you can't get it started. So we had to push it to the level, and then it was all right. And we got it.
Uphill. Push it uphill.
Well,
You missed that bit.
you're all fit, aren't you? You can do that. People rushing to get on the coach. Look, cigar, cigar. Make them wait. That's what I would do.
Well, that's the way to travel.
I wonder if we're going to head down to the beach.
How much that is.
On the power cable. Look out!
Wee sod. Crazy, it's crazy. Awfully good fun though.
You're very experienced, so very silly.
I would say experienced, wouldn't you? You'd hope.
Yeah, they take people up.
We need to do this next time I come. Amazing. Whee! That's a shit job, isn't it?
Yeah. Down at the office.
Are you going to do that?
Oh, my head.
Now you see, every day's an experience with the Hobbit. Look, see, I don't know what's going on here. Do you want me leaving it on? I'll let it on, running.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
you got it?
Yep. Hang on. There you go. Yep, yep.
And just like that, I brought the crew to Assos. Now, I know that it wasn't that long ago on the channel that I brought us here, but of course Andy's not been before, so I'm going to try and do it from a different viewpoint for you this time. Last time it was the Three Cheeky Monkeys that we visited. We've got three cheeky monkeys there. See no evil, hear no evil, and
Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you have seen from the footage taken from sitting on the side of the camera car, the Hobbit knows no bounds. Anyway, this is the other end of the village that I didn't film last time I was here. So they're going to take some pictures now, and then we'll go and investigate what food we can eat. As you can see, it is very pleasant here. Now, the makeup girl and the historian, this is their place. And if I could do anything, I would make sure that they could live here, but of course, very difficult now. Yeah, windmills, not turning. I think we're beginning to realise it's not the future. Yeah, well, anyway. What we doing now then, sausage?
We're going to find some scallops and
Scallops and linguine. Okay then. Well, let's have a little wander, shall we? The historian might be able to tell me about that building. I've been interested in what's happened to that. All the time I've been coming, it looks like it's just got abandoned, and now the roof's decided to fall in. Not long for this world. It's a shame. Them tiles, you'd think somebody would go up and take them down, wouldn't you? Anyway, here's the beach, or one of them. If you go up that way, that takes you up to the monastery at the top. Pretty good walk apparently, so I'm not going to do that today. As you can see, a few boats anchored. What a great spot to anchor. So let's have a wander into the town, or the village. So we've got the owner skipper of Mouse here, who suggested that one of my top tips I should put on here. I was just telling her that I hadn't done any of this before when I first started coming here, and my learning curve has been like this. So I came up with the idea of, when you're at anchor, get a weight, something reasonably heavy, on a line, put it through your fairlead, roughly where your anchor chain goes out, and drop it down to the bottom. Then give yourself a little bit of leeway on the rope, bring that across the deck to where you're sleeping, to a large pan, metal pan off the cooker, anything like that, tie it off, and if you drag your anchor, of course the string will come taut and pull the pan along the deck. That will wake you up if you're asleep.
It will, Roger. I think that's a brilliant idea.
One of Roger's top tips. Let me know if it works. I've never really dragged an anchor. Right, I've done this before on the channel, but I don't very often come down here when it's busy, so I thought it'd be nice to do that today. There's a lot of boats at anchor out there, as you can see. For those of you who don't go yachting or sailing and think, well, what are they doing? Well, you see the yellow lines off the back of that pleasure craft out there. What he's done is dropped his anchor. Well, actually, it looks like there's a slime line there, but that's another story. You drop your anchor about 4 boats out, and then gently come back. You send somebody to the shore with a floatable line so that it doesn't go around your props. They tie that off around a rock somewhere, something substantial, and then you just pull your anchor in a little tighter, and that's you anchored for the night. Something I was quite nervous about doing. I was saying to Michelle and his partner that I had a lot of sleepless nights when I first started doing that.
Even that little pot there.
Yeah.
See, even the no parking signs are very polite here. I don't know what happens if you take no notice of them. And there's your second beach down there. For those of you who know the area well, that's the new build. Looking good. All studied out and plasterboarded inside. It won't be long now, will it? And I'll video your iconic one, everyone who photographs. Right, Three Wise Monkeys is up that way, and I can recommend them. Good bunch of lads, good food. Yeah, if you'd have got me one that big sausage, I'd have been able to blow tippers completely out of the equation, wouldn't I? We'd have blown him clean out of the water. If you remember on my birthday, the Hobbit brought me a cannon for Village Oro, which has remained at the Hobbit Hall because I think it looks better there. And Tipper's noticed I got it pointing straight at his swimming pool. Well, might make a splash, mightn't it? But this Tipper's... Those of you who remember the Medicaine happening, this was where the photographs were taken of all the cars that were under. You couldn't see the cars actually. Sometimes you could see the odd roof, and that would be it. It's all been dug out, and as you can see, all been nicely replaced. A little bit modern for my liking, but I suppose it will soon get knocked about, won't it? Anyway, we're going to go and get something to eat, I think, at this place here, which I've never had a bad meal at, and I've eaten here a few times now.
No, Roger has. Oh, that is lovely. Oh,
Lovely.
Roger always has this one, Mummy.
Mamos, yeah. That's, apparently it's one of the oldest beers.
Is it? Well, I'll try that as well then.
Is there in our family even just drinks?
This one.
Yeah, if you believe that, you believe anything.
Alcohol-free cocktails.
I don't know whether you can see that on your televisions at home. Just give you an idea. It's 2025, by the way, if you've decided to watch one of my old videos. There you go, there's your prices. What you got there, sausage?
Sea bream.
Yeah.
It's good. With couscous.
Moussaka over there.
Moussaka.
Half a pig.
And I went for the lamb chops.
You got enough for it?
We'll let you know what it was like later on.
Oh wow.
The Hobbit seems quite happy.
Very nice.
Just watch out for bones.
You're not filming me eating.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Stealth mode. Right, sausage, what did you think of that?
Fantastic.
You did enjoy that, didn't you?
It's really good.
Yeah.
Sea bream and baklava and some sort of couscous. Really nice. Really nice.
Yeah, so 2025, I'm not saying that it's going to be that good next year, who knows, because they changed the chefs, but at the moment I've not had a bad meal here in all the years I've been coming, so it's my go-to place. Leave in the comments if there's something place that you use that's the same or better. Anyway, it's looking very much like the fleet over there are in for the evening. We'll have a wander around there in a minute when Andy comes back. The children playing in the water there. And it's a great day to be alive.
In fiberglass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of that, Andy.
Yeah.
That one will be the same, I would think.
Stops the wood from moving on the inside, doesn't it? Or seals it.
Like a noddy boat, that
It's
one.
not something I'm in love with.
No.
No. Heavy.
I mean, I know it's hard work to keep them nice, but I'd rather see the planks.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hobbit says she quite fancies this here. I think it might be a bit expensive. Yeah, great day to be alive. It's going to be a bit lonely then Andy goes back. I've got used to having people around me again. Oh well, I dare say that me and the Hobbit can get up to some adventures. Although she goes back in June as well. Only for a couple of weeks, but I've walked around here just to see how much the fleet are anchored up stern to against the rocks, because I keep telling you guys about this. I haven't had any really good examples till now, and that's probably because I steer clear of these places in the summer. Anyway, out that way and to your right would be Ithaca. And there you go, there's the fleet all moored up for the evening. There you go, Assos, beginning of June, which it is now. Hear that? No music. Right, now I haven't mentioned this, but the people who own the Three Cheeky Monkeys also own that, and apparently that's very good. But that's up the other part of the village. You'll see the signs, and if you can't find it, ask, somebody will know where it is. But if it's anywhere near as good as the cantina they run, and I know the guy's an a la carte chef, then it's going to be excellent. So, a good afternoon had by all, I think. Andy's about most relaxed I think I've ever seen him in all the time I've known him. He's always 100 mile an hour, and look at him, chilled out on his ollie bobs. It's a pleasure to see. Yeah.
You've never seen me on my holiday.
No, it's nice to share where I live with him, to be fair. As I said, looks like the fleet are in for the night. There's still a few yachts coming in. It's going to be a busy old night there, I think, yacht-wise. Ah, right. Well, another successful video, and another friend of mine that's come out to see me. Yeah, me and Andy and Michelle and the Hobbit had a great time. Now, as I'm filming this, it's the 30th of June. Why have I got my leg up in the air? Well, yeah, the videos, we're going okay. I was about 2 ahead, well, 3 ahead at this point. So you might well get what was being suggested a while back. We'll get to the injury in a minute. A friend of mine, 2-pack tin ribs, one of the pirates from Nos, where I used to live on the boat, who's a really close friend of mine. I spoke to her a while back, and she said maybe I should, I get all sorts of suggestions, some good, some bad. Why don't I do a video about my daily life here, what I do day to day? Well, I already sort of do that a little bit. I mean, like, you're watching me now edit this week's film. So I sort of do that anyway, and I sometimes chuck in the cost of living, which isn't relevant if you're watching the film a long time after it went out. But bearing in mind I've now hurt my leg, I might have to do some of that. How did I hurt it? Well, it's an old injury. I'm very lucky to be alive, really. As some of you may know, in 2015 I fell off the boat in the yard and landed on the hard standing. 15 feet I fell. The injuries were significant. Damaged my back, my legs, my wrists, had a small bleed, which meant that I'm now hearing impaired in one ear. And of course, with the social care in the UK the way it is, it was bad then. It's even worse now. A friend of mine, Calvin and Jane, from another channel, The BMAD, you might want to check them out. They nursed me for a while because the hospital just wanted to get rid of me when I was able to go, but of course couldn't go back to my boat. So they looked after me for a while, a few months, and then the bucket had me for another few months until I was back on my feet and could go back to the boat. Couldn't ride my bike. I said I'd never ride my bike again, etc., etc., blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we're where we are. That was this side of my body and my back. This I did when I was raising my children, because I don't like the term stay-at-home dad, but I used to run a market stall at the weekends, bring the kids up during the week. And Norton, when he was about 3 or 4, had a massive train set, and we were setting it out on the floor in the hallway. I stood up, twisted my knee, and the rest is history. It sort of comes and goes, but I'm having a bit of a bad time of it. I think I hurt it working on the Hobbit's garden. doing the irrigation pipe work. That's when I noticed it was starting to hurt. And of course, the bike aggravates it. When you get on and off, you don't realise how these joints twist around. So I'm doing as I've been told. I've got it elevated. I put ice packs on it. So don't worry. I'll be back around jumping about again soon. But yeah, you might get 1 or 2 videos where I haven't really gone far afield. But don't worry. It's all in hand. It will all be sorted out. So yeah, that was another great video. I enjoyed making that one. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you haven't already, hit the like, hit the share, and hit the subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride. And remember, nothing's ever that bad. The cloud will pass. I can tell you that from experience. So just hang in there. Somebody wants you around. It's a great day to be alive. Thanks for watching. See you next week.